What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Economic Events. Today I'm going to be reading an article from Yahoo Finance. U.S. may be forced to delay interest rate cuts, warns Powell. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell cautioned that the Fed may postpone its initial rate cut due to persistent inflation and robust economic growth, impacting mortgage borrowers worldwide. So here's what he's talking about. Current Fed's fund rate is 5.25% to 5.5%. And what he's talking about with the persistent inflation and the robust economic growth. So in January of this year, the unemployment came in at 3.7%. In February of this year, it came in at 3.9%. So that's a 0.2% jump right there. Then with inflation, or the CPI for January was 3.1, and then for February it was 3.2. So that's 0.1% of a jump right there. So if you look at it over the course of a year, inflation would be up 1.2% year over year if it continues to go this trajectory right here. Typically how it goes is whatever the current federal funds rate is, which is right now that's 5.25% to 5.5%. The mortgage rates are 1.5% to 3% higher than that. So then that would mean that the mortgage rate currently would be 6.75% to 8.25%. Powell emphasized the need for more evidence before considering a reduction in borrowing costs, stating that sustained price increases and strong job figures require cautious policy decisions. Yeah, he has no choice. If the interest rate or if the supply, the CPI keeps going up like this, then he's gonna have he's not gonna definitely be able to cut rates. He may have to even raise rates by 50 points, bump it up to close to 6%. The Fed's decision holds significant influence globally, affecting borrowing costs internationally, including the UK, where further sustained high rates could impact mortgage borrowers and employers. Powell also addressed pressure on the Fed to address climate change, reiterating that such policies fall outside the Fed's mandate and are the responsibility of elected officials and relevant agencies. Okay, that's where I agree with Jerome Powell right there. What does the Federal Reserve have to do with climate change? They're supposed to handle the money. Let's make sure that the Federal Reserve can handle money before we give them a bigger task such as climate rate or climate change and see what's going on there. Okay, let's give them one thing at a time. The Bank of England plans to lower borrowing costs could be jeopardized by a significant break from the Fed policy, potentially leading to currency fluctuations and price increases of imported goods. Despite economic resilience in the U.S., inflation remains above the Fed's target, prompting policymakers to proceed cautiously with rate adjustments. Like I keep saying in all my videos with the Federal Reserve is, why do you want the prices to go up at 2% a year? That's not sustainable. To me, sustainable is prices not changing. If the prices are going up like that, that's not sustainable. This would be sustainable to me. So I don't know where they came up with that 2% number for annually. Why not just keep it, bring it down to inflation to zero? In 2022, we got hit with 9.1% inflation. So how about in 2024, can we get minus 2% inflation to where prices come down? Can we do that? Why not? So I don't agree with that number particularly. Now I like what he said about the climate change part because, number one, he may have been covered himself because the Federal Reserve may not have the credentials to do anything about climate change. So that may be him just protecting himself and pushing the responsibility away from him and onto other people. So maybe that was a brilliant strategy right there on Jerome Powell. I gotta give him credit for that if that's what he was thinking. So let me know what you all think down below in the comment section. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Keep the comments coming. I do enjoy the comments, even the ones that are about me, and those are funny to me, so I enjoy the feedback nonetheless. Hit that little bell that's next to my name. That way you get notified each time I post a brand new video. I'll catch you all later. Bye.